When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one.
Hi, good morning, Brandon.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see the
nothing much, just knocking out my game right now. I play at 5-4 Auburn, but again, it's on the road. Obviously, emotions are high. Just coach at Auburn, so we'll see how this game goes. Oh, there's Aurora. Pretty cool. I think you played 6A now.
Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game.
Beat down
rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start
real
pressing,
Tigers.
sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Turns it on in midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There we go. Hell yeah.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
It's hard to beat them.
Wants to go up top.
I play offline.
Got a man. It's Lindsey. And they wrap him up, but not before he's
they're
got
always
enough for the
pretty
first
good
down.
Because
well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the
no
running back
other
involved in the pass game. Quarterback
user
gives it to him
besides me
early so
in
he
it,
can go to work
and
outfield
I
and
can't
get the
get
first down.
every good player,
They'll
so
throw it from the red
they
zone.
get some too.
Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the
But in my
10-yard
last
line.
recruiting class, I think I got 25.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too.
Total or just
the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I had 17 before the transfer portal, and it was strong in the transfer portal.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown.
There you go. Dancing their end zone. Dancing their end zone. Oh, yeah. Disrespect. God-fearing people going to Auburn. Fuck them all.
Well, I had one extra. It only
There we
took
go.
9.
Some
Great
fucking
job
talk.
moving down the field, stringing plays
Man,
that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive
so
touchdown.
far this season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79
Look at Mike the Tiger doing
yards on the
one-handed
drive.
push-ups. Like,
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption.
I've been hearing rumors that it should be better.
Linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, you're going to run free.
Look, you can do it later. It's fine.
Back to throw, it's Flowers. And
don't worry about it. You can do it later. You guys go to church.
And that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's knocked
good 3 now by the
before
defense.
he gets it to the 25. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the
if you guys got to go to church,
return. He gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take up the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rip.
And he rolls into
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown LSU.
Wow, Miami upset for 14 Duke.
Because they've got a lot of speed.
Duke
they've got
is not going to the college football playoff.
They don't need 10 plays to go down.
It's a devastating late season loss.
They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
You know, I wish they gave us like the option. You could format postseason however you want. You can either do like the old BCS model, which I think would be fucking awesome. You know how stressed out you would be? fucking Cody would have a, like, would just shit his pants.
Slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to win.
Cody would shit his pants because I would schedule, since he's out of conference, I would schedule him late in the season.
Until you find that play or
Week 14.
that you can use against this defense.
That'd be fine.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I'm trying to get up
try to
to
keep
good where I
everything in
feel
front.
comfortable, then I'm just going to send the rest of it.
Finds his tight end. And not
How
much
soon do you
doing
move?
there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Such a great
I
job
have
on the
enough
defense
time
winning on
to
early downs.
finish it,
What does
but
that
I'm
mean now? It
getting
means
a
third
little
long.
ball
Third
back.
long. Now I go to dime packages, to
That's
nickel
why.
packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover
Once
more
I get
guys
up 30
and have
minutes,
more
nothing
speed on the
else.
field.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
All right, picked off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is
He's been
getting
doing a
gashed.
lot
Now
better
you've
this
thrown
year
a
of
pick. The
taking
head
care of
coach has
football.
got to get his team together
like
and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up
You
the
see
first down
Austin's
without
stats
getting it into the end zone.
when he played Miami. He threw 6, or he turned over the ball 6 times.
Power football with the run.
6
I
times,
think
and he
that was
still
an
won
example of the
by
offensive
2
coordinator
possessions.
trying to help out his quarterback.
That's pretty
He's
fucking
trying
good.
to keep these third downs
If you can turn over the
moving.
ball
You throw
that
the ball
much
on
and
second
still
down
win
and it's
by a couple
incomplete.
scores,
Now you've set up
that's pretty
third and
good.
long. Now you're set up to throw.
Not good that you turned it over 6 times against the CPU.
Hand off to the fullback. LSU will get a first down.
And don't complicate things.
Yeah, that's the thing that I feel like is going to bite him in the ass come playoff time if he plays. If he plays really anyway.
What year is this? Is this 1995?
He's going for the line. And he takes it in for the score.
Yeah.
Touchdown LSU. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to
I was about
get
to say,
down
this is
there and
going to
make
be
the
our
stop
first
on the
time this season where we've had an entire quarter where the other team
Plenty of time for one more snap
where we
before the
failed
end
to
of the
stop
quarter.
him inside the team. Hopefully we don't have to go down there.
Off play action on first down. Quickly
Fire,
out to the
they're
tight
gonna
end.
fire you for that.
And he'll be out of bounds on what turns
Oh, they
out
should.
to be the
They
final play of
absolutely
the first
should.
quarter.
And then, you know what they should also add into this game, which I guess is pretty complicated because teams have switched sponsorships, but they should really add like throwback uniforms. You know, like if you like for example in Madden, if a team had like a special year, they'll add that year's uniform. So like Minnesota Vikings, they'll add the 1998 or early 2000s uniforms, which I think are pretty cool. You know, I know Ole Miss, even though their uniforms really haven't changed all that much in, you know, their history, but come on. But I know back in like the early 2000s, they had the uniforms where the letter or the number was white, but it had a red outline.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
They don't have that red outline.
Use the play fake, now to throw.
This
Quarterback
fucking
moving.
quarterback has fucking forever. There you go. Take his head off. I like that. That's what we coach. We coach dirty stuff at LSU. And I don't give a shit about the morality of it.
It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
You've seen that movie Friday Night Lights?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're like Dallas Carter.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, there's actually a movie called Carter, and it's actually about that Dallas Carter team that they played.
Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac
All
Williams,
right, well, I'm
Ronnie
about to get off
Brown.
here.
They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
think
Such
second
great
half, I won
history, such
41-3.
great lineage
They
of
got 14
ground and
points in the
pound
second
and
half.
great athletes. And
Oh, okay.
it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the
All right,
football.
go Tigers.
They're
So,
dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Found a
Way
little
too
bit
much
of room to
space.
operate, but
Goal
he'll be
line.
stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boy?
Down he goes, and And snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off.
They're running into a wall because you guys aren't fucking blocking it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Complete with conviction on the cross.
Hey!
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah.
And I think a big reason this offense is
fucking
struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds his man. It's Durant. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield.
Auburn decided to block 29.
Stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
They're going to call timeout after this point, I bet.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on the time. You can't stare
Terrible
down
fucking
receivers
call.
because
Come
the
on,
entire
man.
defense
That's a
has their
pivotal
eyes
point
on
in the
you,
game.
so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it at the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. He's got him. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Lindsey. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Good.
And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Got his man quickly. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
3 for 3, guys. Come on. Guys better tighten the fuck up.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down.
Damn.
Find his man as he took a
What are you
shot
waiting for?
to deliver that football. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And boy, is he
That's a bullshit fucking goal.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rush is on him. No, close on that one.
He can't fuck.
Now they face 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Thank God he's fucking.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that
I knew it.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection.
Nothing can go our fucking way in this game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Thank
He'll
God
try
for
to
our
really
defense.
get into this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds.
I'm not fucking throwing it the rest of the game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Oh, man, look out!
Damn, so fucking slow. Get
No pickup at all on that
Just
play.
be fucking real.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage
So fucking
defensively has
sick and
got to
tired
be
of
able
it.
to
Every
set
time
the
we start a
point
second
and
half,
force the football
hit that
back into
fucking
traffic,
wall
and that's
in the third
exactly what
quarter.
happened.
They got nothing
Get him
on the
out.
last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Clark. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught over the middle. It's Lindsey. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down.
Push
Move
that
on to the
LSU.
next game. Start working on the next
The
opponent.
pick is
This
good.
one's over.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
LSU
Kevin.
38,
Week in
Auburn
and
0.
week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown, Tigers! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So his big play capability was on full
LSU
display,
45,
and that
Auburn
one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Smith.
Right there.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's McNabb. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the
LSU
third.
45, Auburn 0.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Lacey. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build.
Why is it that
off
every time we put in the
next
backups,
week?
they
And
just
after
fuck
an
up
explosive play
instantly?
like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that one's incomplete.
Oh, it doesn't even give you the
And it's just been
animation.
that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck's fucking you?
Catch it.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game. Scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit.
This is terrible.
Second down.
Past couple plays.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
He's running free down the middle. At the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
LSU 52, Auburn 7.
Looking for blocker. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script you first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Right on the money.
First
Really
fucking
nice
play.
Gets it out across
Come on,
the
man.
20. It'll be a first
Come on.
down at the 22.
Come on.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of
They are
rhythm
getting
late in the
chunks
game
on you
and get
guys.
something cooking.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Corners are going to bail. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They want that clock to run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Oh, there you go. Let him know.
And
Let
they
him
found
know.
the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And a good,
it was
solid
too good.
pickup
Too
here
good, but
before
not
the
great.
defense
That's
knocks him down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets it
dude,
so
come
close
on.
to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. LSU quick to the line.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this.
Turning it on. And An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Give to the fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Lacey. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Warning, you just arrived 300. school and levels and have a different timeline. I think Tommy's absolutely right up here. So at least in the high academic universe, your Division III super high academic schools, they're going to want it pretty fast. They will, at least the NESCACs can't start offering kids until July 1st, going into your senior year. But some of those Division III schools can offer stuff before that. Some of them might not have their admissions back in the office until August 1st. But generally speaking, they're going to move pretty early. Some Ivy League schools will make offers in the springtime of a junior year to try to attract high levels of talent to camp. Whether they're committable or not is up to the discretion of the coach, depending on the kid's academics. All these kids will have to go through a pre-read midsummer, where admissions will still get a vote and say how likely this kid is to get through admissions if they're pegged as a football recruit. And then, then there will be some offers that happen in the summertime, then there'll be offers that happen in the fall. But most of the high academic recruiting does start to wrap up more or less by early Division I, which is usually November. The schools that do have early Decision II, that is, I think, typically January. So there are situations where you may be on the fence or be a bubble kid for a Patriot League school or an Ivy League school, but a NESCAC school or a Division III school has offered you something before that bigger school has, and they're going to give you a timeline whether to take that offer or not. So you may be in this weird in between sometimes, where you have a bird in hand with a Division III offer, but you're also being told to hang tight by a bigger school, and sometimes that can be quite stressful. But yes, different schools do have different timelines. Those are the kind of different timelines for the high academic schools.
What's he doing, ma'am? Is he trying to get in?
No, he's just standing there. He's looking at me. I can't see his eyes, but I can feel them.
It's okay, ma'am.
What does he want?
Can you tell me your name and address, please?
Nora Curtis, 3942 Rosewood.
I'm dispatching police to your location, Nora. Can you describe the man for me?
I can't see his face. He doesn't have a face. Why doesn't he have a face? I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
It's okay. Our help is on the way, Nora. Just stay on the line.
It's hot. But wait. It looks so good. And the air bubbles. I think it's okay. We can work on shape. I have to score next time, and I need some more tools. But for my first loaf ever,
terms of...
That was in 6.
Pay attention to me. I need you to know that I'm sick of these high grocery store prices, and I am not going to take it anymore. Sir, I'm just a clerk. I don't give a shit who y'all. I want you to take care of me personally. Anyways, I got some ranch. Son of a... It's light ranch. Hey there. My favorite mayonnaise is the avocado oil vegan mayonnaise that you guys carry. And when I was browsing, I couldn't seem to find any of the avocado oil vegan mayonnaise. Yeah, unfortunately, we're out of it. No excuses. I need you to turn around, go into the back, and find some for me. And if you can't find it, you can have it delivered here today. Hey, good afternoon. Just this free. I would love to go to Paris, but I can't afford it. That's absolutely unaffordable for me. So I can afford this, but barely. Oh, also, this light ranch. Thanks, Dad. What are you doing here? I'm just trying to find a ranch. Okay. Hey, do you guys offer a student discount? Yeah, it's 10%. Are you a student? Yeah, I'm a student at the School of Hard Knocks. I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. I did just buy some cryptocurrency on Discord. Oh, that's pretty cool. How's that going? I just want to pay for my light ranch and leave now. Back in my day, only women worked in the grocery store because it closely resembled a kitchen. Right. Can I help you with anything? I saw you had a Mexican food section. I want to know where the American food section is. Pretty much the entire store. I'm frightened because Fox News told me that white